I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Network. Well, we know one thing that is happening and has been happening. Of course, it started really on a high-profile level with President Trump, and now it's happening to more and more entities out there, even people that self-admittedly lean left. But if there's something that social media corporations don't like Twitter, they will begin to censor you if you say things that may go against the mainstream media grain. Well, a guy that's been very vocal about a great many things that go against the mainstream media and leftist ideals, and look, I know he says he leans left, but I think he's part of the change that's happening across America right now. Like, I think there's a lot of people that are opening their minds and have started questioning. And that's a big deal right now. We need more people that'll stop and go, you know what? That just doesn't sound right anymore. That doesn't sound right. And Joe Rogan's one of those people. And look, this is a big deal. People don't understand. This is a big deal that somebody with this much pull, this big of a following, is leading a movement over to a different platform. I joined this morning. So make sure you go over, follow at Rhodes Rants at GETTR. All right, let's get to this because this is a big deal. In fact, he's got 8.2 million followers already over there. Joe Rogan leads move to GETTR after Twitter bans Dr. Robert Malone and Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene. Boy, and she's on a permanent ban too. Podcast titan Joe Rogan opened a GETTR account just yesterday, and encouraged his 7.8 million Twitter followers to join him on the alternative social media app. Quote, just in case shit over at Twitter gets any dumber, I'm here now as well, Rogan wrote on GETTR. Rejoice. GETTR trended on Twitter throughout Sunday afternoon as users reacted to Rogan's tweet about GETTR, with many apparently taking his advice and opening an account. Rogan's move to GETTR came on the same day that Twitter permanently banned the personal account of Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene. We know she's very pro-Trump, for spreading what social media company deemed COVID-19 misinformation. Okay. Last week, Twitter also banned Dr. Robert Malone days before he appeared on Rogan's podcast to discuss the government response to COVID-19 pandemic and vaccines. Malone, a contributor to Moderna vaccine technology, also opened a GETTR account. GETTR was launched July 4th by former Trump advisor Jason Miller, who told Fox News in an interview at the time he wanted the social media app to be, quote, independent from social media monopolies, independent from cancel culture, and embracing free speech. And this thing has grown like wildfire. It's been nothing short of phenomenal, Miller told Fox Business in an interview after the app surpassed 1 million downloads in its first days. It's the fastest ever social media platform to reach 1 million users, which we were able to do after 3 days of launch. The platform is growing. It's really exciting when you look at some of the different platforms, just how long it took them to reach 1 million users. Miller said, noting Facebook reached its 1 million user goal within its first year. Twitter did not reach it until nearly 24 months. It took us 3 days. Miller said. I think what this shows is just the appetite that there is for a platform that doesn't censor for political beliefs. Yeah, it's an out-and-out social media war on conservative ideals. It's even going on this platform. We know that. That's why we got the website. That's why we're on Rumble. That's why we're on Odysee. That's why we're trying to cover our bases, okay? We don't feel like you should be censored for your political ideals, okay? The same way and people are getting canceled just because of political beliefs. It happened to Gina Carano from Disney, okay? We've seen it. Entertainers all over the place no longer even have careers because they've got conservative ideals, they vote Republican, and that is a massive no-no. Okay? They're trying to shut everybody up. And we're fed up with it. We're tired of it. And as much as some people don't appreciate people like Joe Rogan, that's fine. I do watch his podcast because I don't always need an echo chamber. Look, I like to hear all sides. That's why I watch Bill Maher's show. The point being, he has a ton of influence. Okay? And when he starts having people that go in the other direction on his show, on his podcast, in turn, he can lead more people over to a platform like this. And look, to be honest with you, most of the conservatives I know still and do listen to Joe Rogan. He's got some influence there. And judging by how many followers he's got over there now after one day, wow. He himself can help build a platform like this, like GETTR, and turn people on to more, a more conservative train of thought. And that's how this starts. That's how things like elections in Virginia get changed, and elections almost get won in wildly blue places like New Jersey. It's a big deal. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network fans. Do you like Joe Rogan at all? Do you watch his podcast? I am not always going to listen to strictly entities that have to check every box on our side of the political aisle. He used to be a lefty. He's certainly now more centered, if anything. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.